Hey guys, it's Audio D,
And the beef?
and it's time to talk about Devolver Digital's press conference.
Yes.
They're usually wonderful, so we were not disappointed.
No. They did a good job this year with their synergy and all of the other corporate talk that they said. That they had Harry Potter come out and say at the top of the show.
Yeah, he just came out and said a bunch of business words, and was just like, yeah,
Some of it didn't even form proper sentences.
synergy, and like, togetherness, and all this shit.
What was one of their things? Like gender augmented something?
Something, it was just randomness. It sounded like a roast of Robbie Rotten from the thing yesterday when he was like,
Probably was.
live services are a joy. What did he say?
Experience the joy of subscription.
That's terrifying.
That's how actual humans speak.
That sounds fucking scary. Experience the joy of subscription. And then like somebody came out and oiled him. But this was amazing. So Harry Potter came out first, and then the lady came out. I can't remember her name, but she is my favorite. She's my favorite thing about E3 is her coming out and going fucking nuts on stage.
You broke Harry's neck.
She broke Harry's neck. She beat her son she had someone else beat her son.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Let's not get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, let's get into it. The way they did it. So they had crowd cuts constantly throughout the thing that was sometimes the same crowd cut of like stock image of, oh look, here's a family with their son. Here's a woman eating popcorn and
Here's a couple people who are asleep.
yeah. Here's
Which I swear happened to me almost a couple times during a couple of the conferences that have already happened.
Oh, sometimes you just got fucking mad and left. Like, Microsoft would do something and you just go, fuck, and you get up and leave. I guess to keep yourself awake. Because, oh boy, man.
Most of EA's press conference.
Yeah, there was a guy asleep. There were two, like, business guys in the crowd. I'm guessing they're, shareholders. They were, like, wearing suits and laughing.
Portions of Bethesda's conference where they'd pander, They talk themselves up and
Yeah, it was
for
like,
long
no,
hours
I don't
long
need
minutes at a time.
nobody needs to hear you guys, like, blowing yourself for, I don't know how long. Every time they come out, they were like,
Though.
we were great. But Devolver, like, parodies all of that. And they did a great job.
We already talked about Bethesda, let's talk about Devolver.
Devolver did a thing where they, like, killed it as far as, like, the real talk. Where she was like, they're gonna take, we're here to separate you from your money. And, we're gonna
I don't play this trash.
Yeah, she was on point. Everything she said was on point. I was like, yes, that's exactly how the companies work.
This show in its entirety by Devolver Digital is worth rewatching if you haven't already seen it.
Yeah, and I suggest watching the whole E3 and then maybe watching Devolver Digital again. Just to see the shit that they're peddling you. And then they were like, here's loot boxes and Bitcoin put together. Here's a loot box, you don't even know what the fuck the money's worth. Go to hell.
And the price of it to buy it changes at random.
And it reminds me that there is there's a competitor to Steam that wants to show up and only wants you to use cryptocurrencies to pay for games.
Oh, Jesus.
And you can sell your games back to them for cryptocurrency. Yeah. So I think that's what they were roasting at that point.
Holy shit. I love that the entire thing of Devolver's thing is just a roast of the bad places the industry has gone.
Yeah.
How bad the industry has gotten.
It was so pure. As far as like just I wonder how they are allowed to say this stuff.
It was cynical and wonderful.
Yeah. Cause like it's like, oh, somebody feels the way I feel. This is amazing. Because you sometimes just want somebody to kind of like get on a platform and like say the shit you've been saying, especially about how bad corporations have been getting recently, over the years. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. They had the guy play. They had a guy playing game footage. Like he was sitting there for most of the time, looking at a screensaver.
And they introduced him as being the guy that will pretend to play video game footage on obviously pre-scripted cutscenes.
Yeah, it was he sat there. He was devoted to sitting there and playing the screensaver for most of the time he was there. It was excellent. Then it turns out that, like, what else did we get on the press conference? Oh, they brought out the console that was a bunch of games put together. It was like, it's like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, like, Classic, or the NES Classic, where it was a bunch of games in one, and you'd buy, for some reason you need to buy these nostalgia games even though they are not as good as you remember them being. Just a roast on Nintendo, which is like, you're not allowed to roast Nintendo. Reggie will come for you.
But they did.
They did it. They had the balls enough to roast Nintendo. And then, I love that the kid gets up and he's like, this is a painted Dreamcast. This isn't even a real product, and the game in here is not even real. And he opens the disc tray. The footage on the screen is still playing. The game is not stopped. He takes the disc out, and is like, this is not even a real game. Also, the fake games that they showed were amazing. So you had...
If they were fake.
Yeah, are these games real? They had a game called Scum, where, like, it looked just like PUBG, but with robots and zombies, it was like DayZ bits of PUBG.
It looked like a better PUBG.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be that person, but yeah, it did look better than PUBG. So you had Scum, which looked interesting. All these things have websites, by the way, and I wonder if they're real or they go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd love to look that up and see.
Yeah.
So you had Scum, then you had My Friend Pedro, which, honestly...
I played the shit out of that.
That game looks fucking fun. Like, I kind of want to play
Just
My Name is Pedro.
bouncing bullets off random shit that you managed to just kick around.
Yeah.
Throw a frying pan up in the air, bounce bullets off it to hit your enemy.
That sounds amazing. And then the character, like, I think the banana's name is Pedro. They show the banana talking in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it was like bullets and blood and bananas. And I was like, do you mean like, oh, the game is bananas, like Gwen Stefani says bananas? Or do you mean it's bananas as in, here is a banana named Pedro who is your friend?
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe it's both. Alright, so what do we have here? The last game that they had. I only wrote down My Friend Pedro. I didn't write down the last game.
No, you didn't.
It was like Cyberwolf America.
Some shit. Why did you not take notes?
I was watching it. I couldn't stop watching it. But it was like...
Mech America Great Again.
That's the website for it, yeah. It's like this mega game where the president is a robot and he's trying to take over the... I have no idea.
You have to stop him as another robot, maybe?
There's another robot who's like an evil robot.
It's on the desktop.
And he's evil and bad. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but it was good weird. So what else do we see? Oh, the thing, like... she roasted a guy for gifts. And, like, she was... Literally. Yeah, she didn't roast him like we were saying with Nintendo roasted people. She roasted him like as in he was explaining how GIF is pronounced. And, boy, did I felt this way before. Like, the exact same scenario, everything, the whole situation, I felt a kinship with that scene.
Where some guy smarmily just explained to you how the creator of the file decided it's this, therefore it's this. Like, death of the author isn't the thing.
Yes, exactly. I've been there where you've wanted to whip out a flamethrower and just be like...
Shut the fuck up, you pompous prick.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was amazing. I love that how, when he says GIF, she walks over there. Like, the amount of power...
She storms over there in heels.
Yeah, she's fucking pissed. She's absolutely pissed. And she's like...
She allows him to go on his field
before lighting his asshole.
Flamethrower.
She is the most powerful force in E3. What else happened there?
If these games are legit, regardless of whether or not they're good, just by the fact that they had actual game announcements and all of this shit happening, they won E3.
Yeah, and if I'd want to buy these games or play these games just because of this conference.
They have the most entertaining showing, regardless of what's actually on it, as long as there is actually something on it.
Yeah. They
win as far as pure entertainment value of their conference itself.
It was amazing. I was floored. So you had that. They had the guy from last year show up. Oh no, they had a guy get so excited about the Wolf game, about the presidential mecha game. He exploded and covered her in blood.
Yeah.
So we got 2 years.
She wiped it off with money.
We had 2 years in a row of her covered in blood, which is funny considering we had Andrew WK, whose whole image is the same image that she was last year, the bloody nose situation. Oh yeah, we talked about that before, but it is the same. It's ironic. But then the guy from last year who got his arm eaten by the computer came back as Snake Plissken and murdered her with a machine gun.
A minigun.
A minigun. And then it's fine.
That was a part of his arm.
Yes. It's fine, though, because she's being turned into a robot.
A Robocop.
She's turned into a Robocop to do next year's conference, and I am fucking excited. I'm pissed that I gotta wait a year, honestly. You making me wait a year for this? For the conclusion to this? This is worse than Avengers. I hate this.
But that was Devolver Digital. Hopefully those games are real. But if not, that's okay too. But I'd rather they be real.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, man.
We can end the thing now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was amazing, and I can't wait for the next one. Devolver Digital wins again. I wish I saw it live last year. Because I would have fucking loved the shit out of it. But, yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing one of these live. It was amazing. So, yay, Devolver Digital! Thanks for listening.
Yeah, bye.